It was here and then it was gone. You probably heard it, saw it, or even felt today's 5.5 magnitude earthquake. It happened near Lake Almanor in Plumas County. Our Alicia Machado was downtown just minutes after the quake was over.
She spoke to people in Sacramento and Plumas County about all that shaking. Alicia, what are you hearing tonight?
Well, Chris, Laura, you said it. The big question around town today was, did you feel it? And half the folks I spoke with say they did indeed feel a rumble beneath them right here in Sacramento. And the other half say they didn't even notice that an earthquake happened. The epicenter is about a 3-hour drive north of Sacramento in Plumas County. And folks who were there felt a much different sight. A 5.5 magnitude earthquake shook Northern California Thursday afternoon. The quake rattling cars and trees around the epicenter in Plumas County near Lake Almanor. More than 100 miles away, locals felt rumbling in Sacramento.
I felt it. It was about 5 to 7 seconds. And I looked at the door and the door was moving, so I know it wasn't just me.
Viewers shared video of light fixtures shaking in Land Park. Even a crew setting up for a concert in downtown noticed the quake.
I was working on a light, and the metal door that you can roll up and down started kind of vibrating like almost a rhythm. I had never been through an earthquake, so this is my first.
Some folks in Sacramento didn't feel the earthquake, though.
There was an earthquake? I had no idea.
But about a 3-hour drive away, Plumas Pines Resort dealing with the aftermath. The resort and restaurant located right along Lake Almanor.
It felt like my feet gave way underneath me, like the deck just collapsed twice. And then everything was just shaking. Customers were fleeing onto the lawn.
It just hit fast and the lights went out and everything was shaking and glass was flying everywhere.
Leaving this behind.
A lot of broken glass, a lot of broken dishes, a lot of broken liquor from upstairs.
Front of house manager Stephanie Hughes says thankfully they haven't seen any structural damage to their building. Dr. Angie Lux, project scientist with Earthquake Early Warning and Berkeley Seismology Lab, tells us this was a moderate earthquake that happened at a more shallow depth.
This particular one happened it was very close to the surface of the earth. And so that just meant that I feel some of the shaking may have been a little bit stronger for people who were near to that earthquake epicenter.
Now, Dr. Lux says that this is just a reminder that we live in earthquake country. As for Plumas Pines Resort near the epicenter there, they are hoping to come back tomorrow morning and clean up more of that damage in order to open by afternoon. Chris, Laura.
My goodness, so happy to hear that no one was hurt with all of this. Our Alicia Machado live in Sacramento County for us tonight. Alicia, thank you.
Meteorologist Carly Gomez has been tracking this since it happened. And Carly, we know there's now been at least 24 different aftershocks. What else do people need to know tonight?
Yeah, and you know, most of the aftershocks that happen have been tending to be anywhere from 2.4 to 3.0, but doesn't mean we won't necessarily see bigger aftershocks. In fact, we've actually seen the biggest aftershock happen within the last hour or so, as we did get that at a 3.8 magnitude in the epicenter right there in the middle. Otherwise, we have been seeing a lot more of the bigger ones coming after. Initially, right after is usually when you see still some big ones, but we were only getting 2.4s to maybe 3.0s. Now we've even seen one at 3.8. But yes, 24 aftershocks, and after the initial one, we saw about 7 to 8. Now we're starting to see them pick up once again. I want to talk about the earthquake effects. When we talk about a 5.5 magnitude quake, yes, it is a moderate earthquake creating slight damage. So you saw there at the Pines, their resort, they are looking at a lot of damage in terms of internally, where the dishes are falling, the bottles, all that, but luckily no structural damage to the building. Otherwise, we'd be seeing that in the 6.0 category there. So for us, feeling that quake, it was probably very minor. For most people, the blinds kind of shifting here and there, and that occasional little jolt you probably felt.